All right, guys. Hello. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna explain you how to enter the UK illegally. Or if you don't have a visa or your visa is expired and you have an emergency and you can't go through airports, this is my way to get into the UK without these things. A quick recap of why I'm explaining this. Basically, I was living in London a few years ago, and I found myself, after the Brexit, I found myself unable to leave the country and come back without problem because my tourist visa was expired. So at a point, I think was around Christmas, I had to go back home. I started to study away for go back to London without going through airports and without having troubles. So this is my way. The first thing I did was to book a flight to Dublin. For those that don't know, basically Ireland, this is Ireland, is divided in two. This is the border, and the land here with Belfast is part of the UK, and the rest of Ireland with Dublin is part of Europe. So basically, once you get to Dublin, the first thing you have to do is drink a beer. And if you want to spend a few nights there, no problem. You can enjoy the city. And but if you want to go straight to Belfast, this is the next step. Basically, you need to book a bus from Dublin to Belfast. As you can see, this is the border for that separates UK and Europe. And but the funny thing is that there is no controls. So once you get in the bus, you're not gonna have any problems to get to Belfast. And this is the first step. And once you get to Belfast, you're basically already in the UK. I also spent a night in Belfast because it's a nice city. And the day after, I went to Stranraer. I don't know how exactly to pronounce it, but it's not even a town. It's just a port that you get from Belfast. From I think I took a ferry. Yeah, it's not even that expensive. It was really cheap. So I leave around 7 of the morning, 7 a.m. I leave with the ferry for Stranraer. And from Stranraer, you're gonna find the buses that takes you to Edinburgh and or Glasgow. That day I went to Glasgow because there was no bus available for Edinburgh. But I took the chance to visit the city, and the next day I went to Edinburgh, also beautiful city. I suggest to go to Edinburgh because it's really nice. So basically, when you're in Edinburgh, you can choose to go straight to London, or you can do a stop in Manchester and then in Birmingham. So you feel less the pain of the long trip, because I remember from Edinburgh to London was like about 10 hours. And yeah, like 10 hours in a bus is pretty painful. But yeah, I managed to arrive in London in about 4 or 5 days, because I spent a night basically in each city, and I also enjoyed the trip. It was a nice trip, but again, my goal was to go back to London, and yeah, this is how I do it.